G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So, first off, I just want to give a bit of a shameless plug to my sponsors, Korean Pet Central. I don't talk about them a great deal, you guys know I love them, and I just want to say shout outs to them, and there's a really exciting future coming with them, and I want you guys to stay tuned. I can't talk about it yet, but I just want to build a little bit of suspense, because the future is not near. And I think if you've caught on before, I've mentioned that there's something coming in the future, and it's confirmed now, and it's here. If you read between the lines, a couple of you may have figured it out, but Korean Pet Central has asked me not to say what it is. I can't help if a couple of you have read between the lines. Please don't comment anything about it, but there is something exciting happening. That's not the subject of today's video. Today's video, the subject is that wet floor right there. Alright guys, check out my beautiful feet. I'm only joking. Anyway, so basically I turned the water change system on for 5 minutes just now, and I just wanted to see where the water was overflowing. So my water change system doesn't actually turn on for long enough to create this flow, but I left it on for long enough that that pond there overflowed. It was kind of on purpose, kind of not. I had turned it on to have a look around because I've been getting water here and I kind of forgot why and didn't know why. That tank there, that bulkhead leads to nothing. There's nothing even attached to the bottom of that. So that has its own complications, and so A, it has complications, and B, I had completely forgot that tank wasn't even plumbed into any drainage. So I don't even know if you can class that as a leak if it's just no plumbing. But anyway, so we're going to fix that. The only spot that we're not going to be able to get rid of the water is like just this little area here, you'll notice stays wet, and that's actually because this window on the pond leaks, and there's no short-term fix, so there's no, not short-term, what's the word? There's no quick fix. Alright, so we have to take the tripod off for this one and put the camera pretty much in the water. But you can see there's a 25mm pipe, and it's only 25mm away from the other pipe. It's directly below it, like directly. In hindsight, if this tank had no water in it, I could take the bulkhead out and drill my 25mm straight into that pipe, and I could actually hard plumb this tank. But we've got our Hirte in here, Protomalis Hirte or something like that. Anyway, so these guys, I don't want to take them out. I don't want to drain the tank. Might sell a couple of males soon, I reckon. I can see 4 males in there. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So now I've got to fix this pipe somehow. Alright, so this is why you never throw away any PVC fittings ever. I just found a 25mm elbow, and with great difficulty I managed to get the 25mm PVC fitting off the bottom of the tank. So now I can just screw this on. Alright, so I got the elbow on, you can't really see it there. I've drilled a hole in the pipe on a really peculiar angle. So basically I'm going to have to come home tomorrow and silicone that. Obviously silicone doesn't really stick to PVA, but I find in this situation it holds alright. So obviously I can't load it up right now because it's all very wet. There's water everywhere. So hopefully tomorrow it'll be nice and dry and I can silicone that. Alright, so the next pipe I need to address is actually underneath here, so I need to move these 2 tanks. So I'll do that and get back to you. To this day I've never told you what's in that tub. Unfortunately I can't say it on YouTube. But yeah, it's a pretty cool little tub, I like that one. Alright, so do you know how to tell that you've got a wet floor problem? When you got roots growing inside. So you guys have seen these roots before. They're actually, is it Gumtree roots? They're a problem, definitely a problem. I don't know if I can just poison the roots. Anyway, I can't pull it out, so at this stage we're just going to brush it aside. That pipe there's the pipe I need to get to. And yes, we're underneath the 7x4 foot. Basically climbing under here, I have about 2,500 litres above my head, so safe as houses really. Anyway, let's get stuck into it. Alright guys, so I want to cut this pipe, but you can see it's a very wet area, including the mould over there, which hopefully if I fix this I'll get rid of the mould. But anyway, so now I'm going to cut this pipe. Another shout out to keeping PVC spares. I've got a joiner here. My idea is to purge this pipe to clean it out, because it does get blocked. You'll see the water coming out of it at the moment. That's as fast as it flows. So I need to try and get more flow than that. And also, I think I wouldn't mind cutting it down a little bit. I'm not sure yet. I don't really have the utensils to cut it down right this second. But we'll cut it first and then make a decision. It would be handy if I had a 40mm end cap, because then I could just cut the end of this off while I make the decision. But unfortunately, I don't have one up my sleeve. Actually, I've got a piece of 40mm. I might go get it. Alright, so I got an off-cut of 40mm that I can put up there. How long is that one? This one's long enough here, actually. You guys got no idea what I was just talking about. I was talking to myself, but anyway. I really want to buy a new reciprocating saw, guys, because I've only got a hand saw, and it's a timber one. It's not a PVC one. So this is going to be dodgy. Exactly what I thought, it's blocked. I will slip that on there for just a second. I might try to find a hose to shove down it. Alright, I think that's full flow now. So if this is a long video, guys, I'll try to cut this clip down, but we're already at 4 minutes. Now this is going to be the fun part. I'm going to try to get some glue on the pipe that's down the bottom on the ground there, and also keep my hand on the pipe. I also don't want to get glued too far in there, because I'm only gluing half of it. The other half's going to be dry. Alright, so that's on. The problem here is the temporary pipe I put on there is actually shorter than what I need. Right, so I'm going to quickly cut this pipe. Alright, so now I should just be able to take that pipe out, put my original pipe back in. I'm going to put it in dry, and then I'm going to see if it's leaking tomorrow. I've run out of I need to go buy a tube of my sealer, my O-ring lubricant that I normally use to seal water, make things watertight. Yeah, look at that nice clean water now. I don't think it should leak. Just like that, guys, job done. That's 2 big milestones. Alright guys, so I've had the water change system running for like a good 20 minutes now, and it's not overflowing, which is great. The only thing I am worried about is, now that we've fixed it, this water level might drop lower than I want it to drop. Basically, that pipe there needs to stay underwater to have full siphon. If the water level drops below that pipe, it actually restricts the flow because it gets air in the pipe and it slows my filter down. So basically I'm going to have to turn the automatic water change system off and come back here in an hour and sort of see where that level is. And the only problem is with that is I might have to redo that pipe. But if I redo that pipe, I think my plan is to run a hard pipe, 40mm, straight into the top of this 90mm here. I can actually cut that 90mm shorter, so it'll literally just be a straight pipe going to the top of that with an elbow pointing down. So I think that would be my better option. At the moment, that pipe there is still dripping. So basically, I would cap that bottom pipe there. I would cut a 90mm sleeve to go over that hole and completely get rid of that hole. And then, yeah, it would just flow in over the top. I think that's a way better option. And at this stage, if I do have to raise the water level due to that, it might actually be a fact that I have to remake that pipe, because I might have just cut it too short just now, but fixed one problem, created another. At least the new problem is much easier than the old problem. And we're slowly getting rid of the blue speckles. And I've got to tile it. I think if I tile it, it'll look way better. And I don't know, I'm in two minds, because if I tile it, that's kind of me saying it's a semi-permanent solution. And 2 of the windows are leaking, so I really need to fix the windows before I tile it, if that makes sense. But the windows I can't just fix. The windows need to come out pretty much and be redone. The whole pond needs to be redone. I cut the roots out, but obviously I'm going to have to figure out a more permanent solution. Anyway guys, I'm going to wrap that video up there. Kind of a long one, I think, but it was a productive one, and I feel like it's the first bit of productive time I've had in the fish room in a while, which is exciting for me. I've done some, it's a maintenance task, which might be a bit boring in videos. It might not be boring, I don't know, you guys let me know. But it was a necessity. I hate the floor being wet. Like, when I have people come over buy a fish, it looks shit. I don't like it being wet. It's got no disadvantage to the room, like the room's completely waterproof. If anything, all the moisture that I've been putting in the floors probably stopped it from cracking, because this is actually, well, kind of fresh concrete. I laid this slab to build the room, so like, and it doesn't have expansion or any cut lines in it, so basically my uncle, he's a concreter, he told me that unless I put relief cuts in it that it was going to crack, and it hasn't cracked yet, so I am surprised, but we'll just see what happens. That's total ramble. Not really anything to do with what we're talking about right now. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, hit the little red button just down there. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.